What is up, everybody? Brett here, super stoked today to be back playing some more Battle Brothers. It's been a day or two since the last time I had a chance to play. We are going to pick up our Oath Takers run. We are back in Hakim al-Ramal, probably our favorite city on the map, not that we found every city. But it's been kind to us. It's got the arena, and we're currently hunting down what kills people in the desert, hoping that we can do this with relative ease, I was going to say. Let's see, let's get our brothers something in a viscerally formation. We've got a little bit of damage. Oh, that's right, that's right. I think where we left off last time, and I do need to remember, so give me a second to kind of get my bearings here. When we picked up last time, we had just finished maybe was it snakes or hyenas in the arena, and now we're back. Yeah, we did get the gladiator harness as well. Cool, that's a nice pickup. What else? Anything else that I need to assign? No, what I might want to do is, even though it's mostly just their armor that's damaged, we could trade them out, swap them out for someone else. Like Theodore here is good to go. I mean, that's fine. Let him recuperate. Dirk here, a new brother. He's the minor character. Didn't we save him? Isn't that his origin story there? And then Ozpin here. And Galdrick, both a little injured. We have Quick Draw could come in, as well as Thorben. We could honestly be a little light on the frontliners, should we so choose. We don't know what we're about to fight. That's kind of the problem. I don't know if it's going to be snakes, if it's going to be hyenas, if it's going to be Ifrits. That's all very different types of gear and brothers that we would want. Two-handers would be very good versus Ifrits. Level 9 on Urhamian. What were we going to roll with him? Let's take his stats while we're just chilling, sitting here. What am I looking and what am I liking? I wish this was a 3 in fatigue because I would happily take it. I think I'm actually going to take the 4 in hit points, the 2 in melee skill, and the 3 in melee defense. I wouldn't blame you if you took maybe the resolve, or if you push the fatigue a little harder. He's going to need those things eventually. This is probably the last hit point pump that I'm going to take on him. But it was a good get for him. Him being old and all that lowers his hit points and fatigue. Initiative and vision don't matter, but the fatigue and hit points he's felt, he would have much better hit points if he didn't have that. We could cure him of it though. But I think we're saving our special drink that we're going to hopefully get one day for Galdrick here. And what did we want for his pickup? And I'm thinking it's going to be Underdog. I was thinking also, I was looking at their melee skill, him and Muduns, and I think I should give the sword, the great sword, to Urhamian. And that opens up Mudun to use any of the other great two-handed weapons. We've already got a two-handed cleaver user in Galdrick, who's going to handle the legendary or unique two-handed cleaver that we're going to get eventually. You know, Urhamian could be our two-handed sword user, just because sword use does also come with the added benefit of a plus 5% chance to hit, which when your melee skill is low, you want it. His melee skill, by his I mean Mudun's, is so good that he could be our two-handed axe master, he could be our two-handed hammer master. And if that's the case, eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass over the great sword to Urhamian in hopes that I'll find some good two-handed stuff for Mudun, some good other two-handed options. Could be a two-handed mace, could be any kind of thing. It may be dictated by whatever type of unique equipment we stumble across in the future. So I do want to pull one of our frontliners out, perhaps, depending. We'll see. We'll see what we're fighting. What we're fighting will truly dictate what it is that we're doing here. And we do have a better piece of armor for someone in the back line here. I'm checking out fatigue, and they all have 90 for their body armor, but I'm looking at fatigue. What is the fatigue on a gladiator harness? It's 8 versus 10. Nice. Okay. I'm going to give it to Anthony. Anthony the Rich. The rich get richer, man. Anywhere else. Could give it to Dirk. And you know what? I'm going to tuck Dirk into the kind of center here for a little bit of added protection. We don't have any throwing weapons to give him. His stats are low, so we're going to give him the sword Okay. I think I'm good. I'm good. Alright, enough chit-chat. How are we doing on stuff? Good. Okay. Let's see where the footprints are. Looks like they cut back across. So let's head in an easterly direction. And it's Ifrits. Okay, so I'm not going to change out for more backliners. And I was thinking underdog here, by the way. Or sword mastery. You know what? I'm going to pull the trigger on sword mastery. Our Hamian will be a sword master. Pulling the trigger. That's going to help with his fatigue as well, which is pretty relevant. And then maybe next up will be underdog. But Ifrits, man. We've proven that we can beat them. And I think that's a bug that I've seen before, where you don't get a chance to look at the message whenever you fight Ifrits. I think it only happens with Ifrits. But I've seen it before. So obviously I don't need to use a Falcon here. I know what I'm fighting against. I'm tempted not to use any ammo at all. That's probably also wrong. So we're going to pass with our ranged bros. And with our frontline bros, we have a lot of ranged weapons there as well. They're gonna merge and start stepping forward. So 3 of them make a medium-sized one. I think 2 mediums make a big, something like that. But this is what we want. So 1 guy steps forward, and we see if we can't. It's gonna cost us a lot of ammunition to follow through with this, even just to get this 1 kill. But it might be worth it. Emphasis on the might. Yeah, that's a little tough, huh? Instead of doing that, instead of trying to get a snipe kill, let's instead just try to lower their armor and hope they don't merge. So boom, no armor left. That's good stuff. Kind of tempted to jump back here as well. Give them a little concave they want to work it in. Let's see what they do. Yeah, and that wasted all that DPS, but I'm fine with that. Backliners pass. You do not have quick hands, so let's go ahead and switch now. Same with Miguel. Cleaver is, of course, not the best versus Ifrits. The old, if it bleeds, we can kill it deal doesn't really work with them. They do not bleed. Yeah, come on in, guys. The water's fine. We'll pass there. Otmar also doesn't have quick hands. Come on in. They're being pretty shy. It's kind of strange. When they form a big Ifrit, they can throw stuff at you. Yeah, we're just switching. We've got some really good backline weapons. Bill hooks, long axe. No problem taking that shot, though. That's great. Same here. Would have been happy if that hit. Alright, come forward. Surprised they're not merging into a big boy. Alright, there's one. So we need to expect the throw. Which shield wall could block. We could just shield wall the heck out of ourselves. Good shot. And guys, when I say stuff like that, that doesn't always mean that I'm gonna do it. I'm kind of running a little bit of like real basic level mental math, probabilities and such. Whether or not I really need to do it, whether or not it's worth it for the fatigue that we'll lose. Yeah. Plus, the real thing is, I don't know who they're going to throw it at. I could shield wall my entire front line. My defenses go through the roof. I don't know who they're going to throw it at. You know, that costs a lot of fatigue to do that. And then maybe they even still hit me. So, very interesting there. And it looks like the level 2 guy threw and hit me, which I wasn't sure if they could do, but it looks like they certainly can. So that's good to know. And I'm fine with that. Just give me, feed me tiny rocks. And you know what? We're going to switch out. Theodore's got a tier 3 cleaver. Let's get to cleaving. Nice. And you know, if a brother gets hurt, the shield comes up. It's not a big deal. Gildrick's in a little bit of trouble in terms of HP and armor values. So we can be a little more careful with him. Curious what the big boy is going to do. I don't even really want a spear wall at all. I'd rather them step in. That's great for me. And we got some... I think that's the crafting ingredient. I don't think that's the sellable. Alright, shield back up. If you're hurt, you put the shield up. Alright, show me what you got. Yeah, Otmar got wrecked. And now he's in the danger zone. They landed 2 good shots on him, despite him having a good shield. Yeah, we just missed a lot of attacks with him. Very scary. Could have potentially gone for... Oh, right. Well, could have potentially gone for a pushback there. Alright, I think I'm going to be a little more aggressive and try to stop these dudes from continuously spawning. If we had just taken one of those on the shield, we'd be happier. But Otmar's in a little bit of trouble. There we go. And that was necessary. A really good strategy versus Ifrits, which our company isn't set up to do right now, but could do in the future, is to make use of a taunt bro against the big guys. Yeah, and that was to be expected as well. So now we're going to cut off Otmar, protect him. And then do our best to kill here. So this is where having a taunt bro in hand, like, really comes in handy. You step him in here, just like if you're fighting Unhold or something, except these guys I don't think can knock me away. It's just I don't have the skills to do that with Gildrick. So instead I'm just going to step back. And with Otmar, we're going to run away. No reason whatsoever to risk him. Anthony could step in. It's a little risky. And that makes me think I want to step in here. We don't need to leave him, like, hanging completely out to dry. But we're doing fine. We're picking off the little ones. I was going to say a hit here might get a kill, but it didn't. Aaron Tier's got some damage. It doesn't affect his... I was going to say his defensive capability. We'll step down. Make room here. Get the kill, hopefully. That hurt. And of course it was against Ozpin. I'm going to go for the knockback. We're just going to keep moving back a little bit. It's very tempting to step in here. I just noticed this little guy. Ow. See how hard even the little ones hit? Glad I noticed him before I started trying to jump. Okay, this fight just got a lot scarier. We've got good surrounds here. Feel like should be able to hit a lot of these hits. Good damage from the bill hook. This one's already hurt, so we'll go for it. And a lot of this DPS feels like it may end up being wasted because I'm pretty positive they're going to blend themselves back together. Let's just try and make it through this without losing a brother. We're not getting paid a fortune for this fight. And not having our two-handers in here is definitely causing problems. We don't have the AoE we might otherwise have, or the big damage we normally would like to see from the greatswords. Okay. I gotta say, I'm just happy that they're spreading the damage around so much. And we do want to focus all the isolated ones. Never let them merge back. Okay. Theodore here is in perfect shape. He's going to be able to step in here. That sucks. Okay. But we're still making plays and getting kills. Miguel's a little rough. I'm going to bring Otmar, you know, sort of in the periphery. I don't think he's going to get thrown at. But there could be a turn where his DPS, you know, could be crucial. So I'm kind of gambling with him. I don't love it. Ow. That's a great hit. I was about to say, we land a good hit there, and I'm feeling much better. Ozpin is kind of in that same boat, where it's like... Yeah, we probably wanted to run away with him, and that miss on this guy was pretty rough. Because he's got access to Ozpin. And that's not what we wanted. Ugh. Dang fast little rocks. Let's say if someone just okay, went for Libwin. We're very close to getting out of this. There was no point in doing any DPS to it. I was just hoping that it would miss one of its attacks for once. I'm gonna say the AI is getting pretty damn lucky with these attacks too. I don't think I'm out of line saying that. They haven't missed a single throw yet, I don't think. Normally that sort of thing will hit a shield and bounce off. Damn, we needed... Not that we needed that, but boy, that would have been nice. This is what I'm talking about. If we could step in here and have gotten that hit... Oh, never mind. This guy's at full HP. I was thinking about this one. He's one away. Dirk is in perfect shape. We can't really... We'd have to kill this one. Or we'd have to kill one of these to stop them from merging again and throwing at us again. But God, the brutality of this fight. The amount of money we're going to have to spend on repairs if we don't just outright lose a brother here. Okay, whoa. And someone just went down. Who was it? Okay. Well, this is absolutely terrible. What an inauspicious start to our play today. And all of our brothers are running. And we are so close to victory. Look how that triggered at every single brother. I don't know if I've ever seen a rout that instantaneous before. Clearly, guys, this is a fight that has gone horribly sideways. We could try it again. I'm just going to say this is probably not a 1,000 gold fight for us at this point. We're not that strong. What I could do is just switch out some armor for Urhamian and Mudun and kind of make this fight a little bit easier on myself. Looking at my backliners real quick. Yeah, I probably should. I probably should do that. Even if all I'm giving them is something like the patched male shirts. And you know, you probably just take out archers for that. Something like this. And then let's go. I underestimated them. And maybe I should have jumped in on them. But I thought they would be more aggressive with the little ones, and instead they just completely formed up. I also thought they wouldn't hit me every single time with their throws. Normally the AI doesn't land every shot. Okay. No more playing around. We get in there, we isolate. The sand's kind of messing with us a little bit. That's fine. We don't need to get too far ahead of ourselves. Oh, we don't have quick hands. Got it. Got it, got it. Whatever. It's not going to matter. They're just going to throw. Let's just go full melee rage on them. Osmond does indeed have quick hands. Get the banner out. We wait. We step up. We kill. Very good. A little bit of bravery happening. Like to see it. Alright, now we wait to see how the throws come in. Also, you know, that was a bit of intel I didn't quite have, I guess. Was the knowledge of whether or not the AI could throw with a 2-tier Ifrit, but now we know. And it does take 3 of them to make a big Ifrit. So, I mean, we learn. And our Hamian gets crushed. Sucks they didn't give me any AoE options here. Good kill, good kill. Alright, so that's 3 down. I'm already feeling a little bit better. Otmar. Step in a bit. We're just going to keep pushing. These 2 guys here are now isolated. They can't do anything on their own. But we want... Well, that sucks. AI too smart. I was going to say, if we could prevent both of them from moving forward, that would be great. Or backwards. That would be great. Let's step in here. And obviously, you know, our Hamian is beat to heck. If we don't need him to fight, we don't want him to fight. We step in here with Dirk. Super not ideal. Level 1 bro with very low stats. Theodore, let's get that machete out, buddy. I think our Hamian just needs to roll out. He's got 2 injuries, no HP. Nice. I mean, that's how dangerous these things normally are, if I'm being fair. They're not normally like ranged gods slaughtering all my men. That's how that last fight kind of felt. Muldoon gets the kill. Excellent, sir. That was not a lot of damage, huh? Can't switch it up. Way better, more efficient just to let them throw their pieces. Wait. And Dirk almost gets one shot. This is where having rotation comes in. There's literally nothing I can do for him except hope. And there never was much hope. Just a fool's hope. Wait. Does Mudun have... Oh my god. Does Mudun have... rotation? He does. That was my rotation chance. Oh my god. If I could go back and redo. Or if Erhamion wasn't beaten to hell. Geldrick is also looking down the barrel. And a kill there does free Dirk. Though he may still just get shot. Can you decapitate these dudes? Maybe. Not sure if that's a true decapitation. But I don't think it matters if they have a head or not. It just matters what their HP percentage is. Happy they didn't target Geldrick again. Okay, those types of hits we can take. And we get a chance to use Split now. And we land both shots, taking out almost all of their armor. Wonderful. That wasn't a great reload. I should have switched weapons. Dirk, you run away. Okay. And I think Geldrick also runs away. His injuries just kind of preclude him from this fight. Wish we had taken care of this little nerd earlier. But here's the scoop. If we fully surround this guy... I could step in too and swing with the longsword. Probably not worth it. Well, definitely not worth it. And we're going to step in here too with Liebwin and give him another target. If we fully surround him, the little baby spawns have nowhere to go. And they just get deleted. Which is best case scenario for us. Since he just attacked, we're going to step in there. I was about to say, let's see who gets wrecked. Wasn't really expecting Mudun. And there we go. This is so crappy. I wish I hadn't stepped in with Erhamion now. I may have just thrown this. I don't know why I thought we had more attacks than this. Are our brothers just exhausted? No. I misjudged what part of our turn it was. I thought we hadn't attacked this guy yet because his HP was so high. But almost killed Mudun there. Alright, with that done, this fight should be over. But this was not worth a grand to us. Just based off the damage we got. And these sulfurous rocks, we can use them for alchemy. Or we can sell them, which we might need to, in order to get any type of financial gain from this battle at all. The Ifrits are slain, but the bodies only seem to serve as vessels for something far more sinister. You catch glimpses of spirits soaring toward the horizon, but perhaps it is merely the desert itself playing tricks on you. There is no saying except to say that the beastly nature of the Ifrits has been defeated, and Jifri ibn Halif, the master astrologer, needs to pay you for that alone. Okay, well, we were hoping, I think... And you know, one of the reasons we were getting screwed, too, is because of our Oath of Vengeance. Which only buffs us if we're fighting greenskins. Oh, I got 1900 for this. Why did I think I was only getting a grand? I must have just not read it very well. That sounds true. That sounds very true. What about selling things? What are the prices here to sell? The prices here to sell are quite good. I don't remember off the top of my head what I can make with sulfurous rocks. Tempted to buy an acid flask. These can be amazing, as well as the fire pots. And we have the money to just kind of pick these up right now if we want them in our inventory, just chilling. That'll really let us punch above our weight class in certain fights. We're not using the fire pots we have right now. But man, a well-placed acid flask, which reduces armor. You get this on like a big group of chosen or something like that, and you'll be super happy. Or orc warriors. For one throw, I mean, the value you get is huge. I don't need to do that right now, though. But what I will do is sell the sulfurous rocks. And then, before I forget, we're going to swap back to our old armor. And man, we just need to pull our brothers out. So many injuries. And even with this, we're still operating on like less than ideal capacity. Rough. Okay, what do we do now? We have no contract to speak of. We'll need to take at least a turn to recover. The famed shield bender here. Looking sick, but not necessary. Would like to stick around and see what kind of arena trouble we could get into. And greenskins have long plagued the land of men. Despite their everlasting threat, very few would ever take up an oath to destroy the creatures. They are a plague precisely because they are so dangerous. And because they are so dangerous, most would rather look the other way than dare confront the beasts. However, the men of the Light Brigade decided to take an oath against the orcs and goblins alike, and venture far to find them and hunt them down. Having followed through, a sense of accomplishment washes over the company. The men are already chomping at the bit. Which oath should be taken next? This actually gives me anxiety because I don't know which oath to take next. And as far as our reputation, we're at 1764. We need to get to 2250 before we can get our next retinue character. Could upgrade our wagon if we wanted to. I'm happy here to camp. They have a temple we could use to get rid of stuff, but... And by stuff, of course, I mean injuries. We have a few, but hopefully they'll mend pretty quickly. Walking about Hakim al-Ramal with a few sellswords, you turn a corner to find an opulent man surrounded by thieves and bandits. They look over their shoulders and widen their eyes. One nicks the merchant on the cheek. "Alright, we'll get you next time, you bastard." The scoundrels quick... I don't know why I did that accent. We're in like, Arabia. The scoundrels quickly make their leave. Or, yeah, there we go. A moment later, and the merchant's heavily armed guards appear. Nursing his wound, he starts yelling at them. "What am I paying you for, you sorry bastards? The second I get into trouble and you're nowhere to be seen? Look at this man here. That's who I should be paying. Hey, take this for your trouble, stranger." The merchant throws you a satchel of crowns for your trouble, though all you did was turn a corner and run into a coincidence. See, this is interesting. I love the flavor that this type of thing gives us. I just wish... Like, 25 crowns is literally nothing. I mean, it's nothing. It's like a penny. It's like you threw a penny at me. It would be cool if they gave me like 200 crowns or something like that. Something substantial. Just a thought. Just gameplay-wise, it kind of doesn't make sense. It's sort of weird. So our best arena fighters are the ones who are the most hurt. Kind of worth thinking about. So I'm not sure how well we're going to perform here. Yeah, well, look how much repair we still need. Brutal. Let's see what they want us to fight, though. 2 gladiators. I'll sit this one out. We're not there, guys. We have a couple brothers who are close to being there, but we are not there. Currently a little bit too injured. And many such problems. We're going to go to Hellenberg. And see what's going on there. Maybe some good contracts. Take the time to travel, repair, heal. Could have probably bought a little more supplies. Probably should have bought all of the trade goods. They weren't perfectly priced, but they were priced good enough to make some money off of them. So I should have done it. I'm waiting to see which ambition we're going to get next. Hopefully something we can truly use. And that doesn't just feel like a complete downside. Now, they have no contracts here for us. That's a bit of a feel bad. I'm going to buy just a little bit of everything. Prices to sell are okay, but not great. The problem is here they've had a warehouse burned down, which sucks, because part of the reason I came here was to maybe get some goods. Sir Theo the Swine could be an interesting pickup. And look at these ungodly expensive oath takers we can't afford. But we don't have any adventurous nobles, I don't think, right? I don't believe we do. That's a background I would like to get. I think it fits in pretty dang well with the oath taker vibe. We didn't ask for this miner. If Dirk ends up going the way of the dodo, I won't be heavily offended. Same with a few of our other brothers, honestly. Otmar the Giant should be protected. A couple guys we've invested in heavily who will end up being great brothers. Sir Theo here is quite expensive. I think I'm just going to pass on him. He comes with a good helmet. That's a 200 durability helmet. Nice mail. But I just don't think we need him at the moment. That might be just the most honest answer. Could also start buying some war dogs, and I think I will. Give one to the Kennel Master. Sure, I'll give one to Otmar as well. And with no missions here either, I was kind of counting on something. But at least we get our next oath. The Light Brigade would be despondent without purpose. Sensing their needs, you retire yourself to a quiet spot and sit and clear your mind. Young Anselm never allowed himself distractions, and you think this will work in your favor just as well. As time begins to pass, the thought nestles within your mind. You trust it to be flighty and will soon go, but instead it only grows and grows, until finally you are made to realize it is a kernel of young Anselm's guidance, and that guidance says only one thing, that the Light Brigade's oath should be... Alright. This is us fighting the Undead. You can take up to 14 men in battle. Your renown will increase, which means higher pay for contracts and potentially unlocking types of contracts. Will always start the battle randomly at wavering or breaking morale. I think we can counter this because we have multiple rally bros. But still a little crappy. And your men will never flee while in battle. I think this is a pretty neutral one. 15% less experience kind of sucks, but we do have student on everyone, so we're still getting more than the standard amount of experience, you could say. But 10 turns, 15% less experience is garbage. And in essence, having 14 men in our battle will give us accelerated experience as well as making the battles easier. But this is quite the negative. I'm tempted to try it. This really would mess us up for arena fights. Young Anselm believed that on occasion it was right to bring as many men to battle as one could muster, even if the great throngs did threaten the chain of command. Indeed, all men deserve to stand by their brothers. I want to try this one, but gosh, that one hurts me a little bit. And we can't even make great use of it right now because we're in such poor condition. Now, we've got Arathorn, Lone Wolf in the center here. He does not have Rally. I just need to reorient myself with who all has Rally, and I think it's just Mudun and Arhamian. And that is correct. Okay. Injuries should be gone 1 to 2, 1 to 3 days on most of them. This is a crushed windpipe. Ugh. That's so bad. Can't even imagine. Speaking of crushed windpipe, went and supported a buddy of mine, a good training partner of mine. He had a jiu-jitsu competition today. I spent a few hours there with him, cheering him on. I recorded all of his fights. Young dude, really good guy. Me and him trained together for competitions we did in the past, and I was happy to support him. Unfortunately, he didn't get a single win. which happens, man. But his first fight, he went up against the guy who ended up winning the whole thing at his age and weight division. So it's kind of like one of those, there's really not much shame in that. It's like he lost to the best guy, and it was like a single elimination type of deal. So we're fighting at night, obviously, and we're breaking, so all of our shots are going to miss. Them stepping in really screws us, because it didn't give me a turn, really, to rally everyone. Look at how low our rolls are. Maybe this is going to be worse than I thought. And I should place my rally bros more in the center. And I should also have waited until I got a chance to rally before attacking. But this is why we did it. We did it exactly for this purpose, to learn. How this might play. I'm making these kind of like quote-unquote mistakes so that you guys don't have to. You'll see how it goes from me. You'll start to formulate your own ideas about how you would do this if you were playing it. Mudun's in a bad spot. But I would probably switch out Erhamian and Theodore and then Miguel and Mudun and switch their position. Normally, if we had fought this at daytime, we would have had at least a decent chance to shoot some of these dudes. Should certainly just be switching to two-handed weaponry here. Especially on the bros that have quick hands. Get that standard out. I was hoping the crossbow might help me there. No such luck. Brutal. We just plain old might not have the stats to make this type of debuff acceptable. That was nice. We needed that. And then we have to step in here. Damn, I had high hopes for that shot. That's pretty crappy. Boy's in a tough spot. But the thing is, a couple early kills with our ranged guys can turn these types of fights around. Ugh. The only thing protecting him is the fact that they have really crappy weaponry. Especially for piercing armor. And he's a battle-forged bro. Good kill. To say he's going to have to fade a few more attacks here. Really hoping to kill these dudes last turn, at least one of them. That way we could engage a little bit better, rotate a little bit more. Get in his face. We just really didn't want to block Miguel from stepping in here. Nice. Okay. Well, that helps a lot. Doesn't matter. That helps a lot because I was very worried about the safety of our bro. And now I don't have to worry so much. But yeah, man, I don't know how many of you guys care about jiu-jitsu or martial arts at all, but it's pretty damn fun. It's pretty exciting. I've only competed the one time. Learned a lot, had a lot of fun, but man, it's stressful. Even just watching my buddy compete, like my hands were sweating. Maybe one day I'll get some footage of my competition or other competitions that I do, and maybe put them up on the channel. I wouldn't really have any problem doing that. I will say, though, the person who said they were going to take the video for me did not do a very good job in my first competition. I got a video of a couple wins and a couple losses, but like they're like half the fight, bad angles, people are talking the whole time. It's really like not the best of footage. This dude is really hanging in there. We missed 3 attacks in a row with Heracles. But yeah, as a white belt, man, you go in there and you've got very limited rule sets. I'm getting very, very proficient at fighting with legs. If you're familiar with jiu-jitsu at all. Heel hooks, foot locks, that sort of thing. But in competition, for good reason, white belts aren't allowed to use some of the more dangerous techniques. So I was like really limited in what I could use. Okay. This may or may not have been worth it. We took quite a beating for that. But it was also a soft fight for us to try and see what kind of danger those debuffs kind of put us in. But yeah, as I was saying, we're going to take quick hands here. You are a bro who is a hunter who may end up being just a straight up hybrid type character at some point. Just depending on how we're able to level you. Let's take the 4 in fatigue. That's great. I'll take a 4 in range defense, so that's kind of whatever. No, I'm gonna... 4 in fatigue is great. Take the 3 in melee skill, sure. I want to get his HP up. I want to get that... There's a lot of little things that we need to get up. Let's get his HP up first. Focus on that, maybe. And then Atmar the Giant... could potentially be a great two-handed bro. So I want to be careful how I build him. I don't know any weapon specialization yet for him. I'm kind of just looking around, seeing what I might want. Having rotation's not terrible. Having all of our two-handers perhaps have rotation. I don't hate that. But I'm probably going to want him as a two-handed bro at some point. So, because of that, I don't want to give him certain things. I think the Crippling Strike's Executioner investment is kind of heavy. But it's not bad. You could go Steel Brow. 9 lives. I don't know. Fast Adaptation is what we're rocking on our other run. I'm going to grab Crippling Strikes. It's okay. Man, terrible rolls for melee. But let's take the 4 in fatigue and be happy about that. Let's also take the 4 in range defense. Something we were going to want to pump regardless. And I guess I'll just take the 4 in hit points, man. He's going to have a huge HP pool, but his melee skill's suffering a bit. Yeah. Okay. And I was tempted to take this other fight, though we don't stand to gain much from it. It's dawn now, so our ranged tools will work a bit better. And I think we just passed with everyone. That's a lot more guys than I thought. I did not check out their number first. We passed with everyone, and I forgot to move certain bros. We want to rally first, before we shoot. That'll give us a better chance to hit. Our Hamian can stand the fight, but we have other bros who cannot. Like Muldoon, for instance, is going to rotate out with Thorben. Okay. Thorben has quick hands. That was great. I was hoping that would give us a little more confidence here. That was wonderful. %. Wow, very good. 3 hits landed. That's pretty dang lucky. Take a 40%. Nice. I mean, that's 4 dead on turn 1, and our bros still don't have confidence. That has me a little worried. Theodore needs to get out of here. I didn't realize he was so hurt. That's totally my bad. Maybe we can help clear. We're gonna have to like hyper focus. That was a really bad start. Scaring them would be equally good. Liebwin does not have quick hands. That was pretty bad. So I think we just shield wall and hope to live. Because we're not going to get a kill. Probably. We could have gotten this guy potentially. I mean, we probably should have. Nice. Okay. As good as dead. I'm not stepping in. This nomad is just going to step in and bot me. This could have been worse, but Theodore's in a little bit of trouble. How about we drop Warrior down? I don't think he can kill Warrior, even though he's not armored. Warrior will probably get another attack or two. Dogs being real fast and all that. What else did I want to tell you guys? There was something else. Oh, my job interview. Many of you wished me well on that, and I wanted to say thank you. It was kind of one of those interviews that was sort of in the bag, and we took a hit there. Ugh. I pretty much knew I already had the job because I was asked by the person who was offering me the job whether or not I wanted to apply for the job. So it's, you know, but still, it was nice to know that the job was actually there. I'm taking, so just to kind of fill you guys in if you're interested at all, I'm about to get my bachelor's degree. Super proud of it. Man, 2 rough misses from Rahamian. About to get my bachelor's degree, and then I'm going to be a grad student. And while I'm a grad student, I was offered to work as a assistant, or more specifically as a research assistant. So my professor, who I think was a police officer for 20 years, he's a criminal justice professor. He's, you know, got a doctorate and all that. But he was, if you look at his credentials, I'm not going to blast his name in a YouTube video, but to look at his credentials, he was kind of like instrumental in putting together research that helped to understand like the relationship between a lot of what we think about today when we think of racial issues surrounding policing. However you feel about that, you know. But he was one of the guys to like actually put all the data together and write like the first paper on it. So he's kind of in his field, he's a sort of a big deal. and he's just an awesome dude. And he asked if I would work for him, and I worked this semester as a teacher's assistant with him, helping grade papers, and it was fine. And for now, for like twice the money, to be a kind of a research assistant, it's pretty cool. I'm not really all that interested in the money. To me, it's more of an opportunity to get to know the field a little bit better, which is intriguing to me. You gotta go, homie. You're just a little too beat up. We're just living on the edge here. Taking these fights just to like stay alive with stuff and experience. To make these days of travel worth it. But anyway, it's a good opportunity for me. I'd like to get... When I was in the military, I was doing like military intelligence type stuff. I was out of it for a long time due to illness, as I mentioned in a previous video. Very offhandedly, I don't have a colon, so that kind of took me out of that game. But wow, 221%ers. Talk about luck. And I should not be, well, never mind. I said I should not be rolling, but I don't have rally down here. We're just going to have to get confident the old-fashioned way. I'll take a 29 over 2 14s. Yeah, we really need to bring him into the central formation, but I'm trying to talk instead of play as hard. But anyway, I'd like to get back into law enforcement. I just want to help people. That's really all it is. I'm retired from the military. I don't need a job. I do YouTube for fun. I kind of go to college for fun, although I think education's important. I kind of do it for fun. And to, you know, keep on living. Retiring when you're young, even if it's medical, still kind of sucks. Because you got to live, man. You got to keep experiencing new things, keep challenging yourself. That's kind of what jiu-jitsu does for me, too. It keeps me young in a way, keeps challenging me. Keeps me in shape, keeps my mind moving. And that's what school does, too. Ooh, I was kind of worried about that. That sucked. Hopefully we get... Oh, never mind. He's going to get a chance to go twice. We should be able to snipe this dude, though. That really sucks. Alright, good on you, AI. Those were legit plays. All I need is one, guys. Just give me one good attack. I need so little to make this pop off. What the hell? Let's land some shots, guys. I know we're not landing because of this terrible oath, which I'll probably never take again. In hindsight, you should definitely take the 15% experience loss. And just call it a day. A kill there was essentially required. Get him, warrior. Yes! I had very little faith that that would work, and it worked, and it saved Dirk. Dirk, I know I said I wouldn't care if you died, but I didn't mean it. I care. I care a lot. Warrior just jumping in there. Not giving a damn. Proving why dogs are MVPs in Battle Brothers. Beautiful. Hit him in the head. With 11%ers, we're just hoping to get lucky. Take down his shield wall, take him off the high ground. No reason whatsoever to let him have that. Gonna have to do a little leapfrogging here, but I like it. And the break is nice. Very nice. Good hit. Get out of here, Dirk. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Just one day I'd love to work for my local police department. In some capacity. Like I said, hopefully helping people. I like interacting with people on a daily basis. Like being involved in people's life positively. The thing that just sucks about being a police officer, the thing that I can imagine, is that you're always dealing with people very often. Well, not always, but often dealing with people on what may be the worst day of their life. So you're not going to get the best picture of humanity, really. And you got to be able to take a good bit of abuse. But I don't know. I'm hoping there's some role for me there. And those are kind of just like my pie in the sky, open plans, just sharing with you guys. And I would love to keep doing YouTube even after I'm doing that, and then hopefully I just have some cool police stories to tell y'all. That would be dope. Finally made it to a place with some contracts. And a taxidermist we might be able to take advantage of. We could use these trophy necklaces now. And I also just want to make some space on my inventory. I'm also going to make a war dog armor for warrior. How do we equip that? I'm trying to remember. Do we just put it here? Nice, nice, nice. And then the necklace we can give. I don't know who has the worst morale. Morale's not a huge issue for this squad. Not great on Thorbin. Even though he's a hunter. Fitting that the hunter should have that. Let's see what the prices are like to sell here. I did not even check, which you should always do before buying and selling things. Prices here are quite good to sell. Gonna sell a lot of this stuff. Probably don't need the whip. Do I want to give anyone a Sipper shield? Pass that on to Dirk. We're in such rough shape. We're just gonna need massive amounts of healing. And then the pole maces. Pole maces are certainly gonna be better than something we have back here. $60, $80, $60, $75, but different effectiveness versus armor. Plus, you got to figure in the fact that you could get stuns with this, which I like a lot. Mix in a couple stuns, and then for the love of God, let's make sure we do this. Something like that. Gildrick finally gets Berserk. Nice. Happy to see a 4 in melee skill for him. That's pretty clutch. I'll take a 4 in range defense for him. Wait. No. I gotta remember every time. We don't pump those stats on him. Because he basically can't use them. We take the 2 in fatigue. Man, his initiative could be sick. If he wasn't crushed with broken knee and missing ear. What do you got for sale, though? We're at the point where we have such big money. Definitely want to repair that if I'm going to sell it. That we should start looking into just straight up upgrading our armor. I'm trying to think if this is a good price for a scale armor. Not that I would buy this anyway. The Southern long mail shirt with padding are decent pickups, especially for your backliners. I mean, great early game as a frontline set of armor. $200 is okay. Put that on like your crossbowmen and stuff later on. I think I'm just gonna pass though. What do you got at the Alchemists? More guns. Yeah, the prices here to buy aren't so great. If this was like 3,700, we would know that the prices are pretty dang good. But they've got ambush trade routes, so that makes sense now that I see that. Check out the bros. Nothing spectacular. Check out the marketplace one last time, because I know we're going to need tools. I'll buy one of those, one of these. Probably call it on the rest of that. See what kind of contracts we have. Going back to Hellenberg, I don't hate that. I kind of like to go back in that direction. Well, let's see what this contract is. Nomads, I can make them disappear. We need to be paid more. I could argue again. I'll accept that contract. Pause, see where we need to go. Okay, out in the desert, a little bit more exploration. But guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett. Channel is Good Talk Gaming. And this episode was very stressful. Happy Easter to all y'all who celebrate. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all.